Hey friends, it's Brittany and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another Disney series of vlogs. We are here for our, I guess I'm gonna call it our annual Disney trip. Sometimes we come multiple times a year, but our annual passes are expiring this month. We got them last May, so we wanted to make another trip and we're so excited to be here. We just checked into Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort, and this resort holds a special place in my heart because I grew up coming here with my family. Before we get into all the fun details of this exciting Disney trip we're about to embark upon, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Brittany, and on my channel I do day in the life mom content. I do grocery hauls, but I also like to sprinkle in some travel content when we're traveling. And also very new in my life, and I'm excited to talk about it officially, but I'm now a travel advisor or a travel agent, and I specialize in booking and planning Disney vacations, also Universal, and beyond the Orlando area. I can book trips in Mexico, Caribbean, you name it, I can do it all. So if you know someone, if you personally you're looking to travel, I hope that as you get to know me, you might consider me to help you plan your dream vacation. I would love to help you out. But let's get back to the Disney details. We are so pumped to be here. But guys, I'm so tired, and if I look shambly right now, it's been a long day. Our flight was at 2, so it wasn't like we had to get up or get out the door early. We did get up early, obviously, because we're packing and doing all the things. But our son is 15 months old, and so traveling with kids is just a lot. He was a champ. He honestly did so good, so I cannot even complain, but we're tired. So our flight wasn't in on time. We got in at 4. By the time we got our bags and got on our little shuttle bus, it took us 2 hours basically to get to our room. So it took a minute. So we got here at 6:30. We're waiting on our bags to get delivered. So I thought while we're waiting for our bags, I'll do a little room tour, show you guys our 1-bedroom. We're staying in a 1-bedroom this time, which this is the first 1-bedroom I've stayed in with my husband and son. I've stayed at them in the past, but it's been a while. The room is beautiful, guys. And Saratoga Springs, I already filmed my little room tour, so I was just talking about it when I was filming it, but Saratoga Springs gets some flack sometimes. There are some strong opinions about people who don't like this resort. I don't really understand it. It is so beautiful, it's so quiet, it's so peaceful. I think it depends on the type of trip you want, and I have my favorite resorts and my less favorite resorts, but there's no bad resort. That's my opinion, honestly. I think it just depends on the type of trip that you want. So if you want something that's a little quiet, where you have more space, I think Saratoga Springs is a great option. And also this view, guys, I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see the view. It is gorgeous. We have a really nice view, and we did not even request this view. I actually requested the grandstand. We're staying in the carousel. So one little tip, and this is one of the complaints that people have about this resort, is that it's spread out and there's a lot of bus stops. So when you get home late from the parks, if you're at one of the farther end of the resort, you'll be the last one to get dropped off. So tip is request the grandstand, or even the carousel is not bad, because the carousel is the second bus stop to pick up, the second to drop off at night. So you're pretty much guaranteed that you'll hopefully get a seat in the morning. I guess we'll see tomorrow what it's like when we go to the parks. But I think that's the biggest complaint with this resort, but it's doable, So anyways, I'm gonna show you this view, and then I'm gonna take you in, and we're gonna jump into the room tour that I already filmed. I'm doing this a little bit out of order. So here we go. I'm so excited for this magical trip and to take you all along. Thank you so much for being here. Here's the entryway to the 1-bedroom at Saratoga. This must be a maintenance closet. So maintenance closet. This is really cute, the little horses. So here's the sitting dining area. And then here is the kitchen. So we have full kitchen with fridge, microwave, oven, stove, dishwasher. Then we have the living room area Oh my gosh, you're such a child. Living room area, and this is the trundle bed that pulls down right here. Do we have a view? Oh, we do. We have a little water view. That's nice. We have our sitting area with the couch and the coffee table. If I had to guess, I bet the coffee table pulls up so you can eat off of it. Also, this is cool. The story of Disney 100 Years of Wonder. I'll have to flip through that later. Here is the washer dryer, which I'm so excited to have this trip with Isaac because you never know what kind of incident you're going to have. So it's always good to have a washer and dryer readily available. Here is the first part of the bathroom. So we have a smaller sink here, and then the shower. And then in here, we have the bathtub, which that is going to be a little tricky bathing Isaac in there because it's so deep. So that will be interesting. But yeah, really nice soaking tub. Like if you're into that bubble bath, that's super, super nice. And then here we have the larger vanity. And here's the master bedroom. Okay, so we have a little mirror over here. The nice little end table lamps are really nice. These pictures are really cute. Look, they're black and white, but then look, there's little Disney characters. Here's Donald and Daisy. Pluto's in that one. Oh, Goofy's right there. That's so cute. Oh, and then Minnie and Mickey are on horses in the middle. That's adorable. So this is really spacious. Honestly, guys, this is so nice. This is probably the nicest room we've ever stayed in. Look at that view. That is gorgeous. You know what? Saratoga Springs gets a lot of flack. Like, there are a lot of people with strong opinions about this resort. This resort is so nice to me. Like, I really like it. I think it's very peaceful and it's quiet. And yes, it's spread out. But sometimes that's nice. Like, sometimes it's nice to not feel like you're, like, right on top of one another in, like, a crowded hotel with a lot of noise. So we're really excited about this layout. And we're excited to let you know our thoughts at the end of the trip. And welcome to Epcot. Welcome to my Florida humidity hair. It has been quite the morning. As you can see, we went on Spaceship Earth when we first got in this morning, and then I fell off with vlogging because we're just trying to get used to, I guess, our Disney routine with Isaac at this age. Last night was kind of meltdown city because of the long travel day, and then this morning we had a little bit of like a poop fiasco in the room, and luckily we have a washer and dryer in our room, so that was a big help. But it took us like 2 full hours to get out the room this morning, so we didn't get here until 10:15, I think. So it was about an hour after the park opened. So we rode Spaceship Earth, and then we did the Mexico boat ride, and we are about to go watch the American Adventure Show. So we're hoping Isaac will take a little nap in the AC. That's her goal. We just had lunch at the Regal Eagle, and that was super good. It has actually been a couple years since we ate there. I think when we first ate there was when it first opened, and I thought it was a lot better this time. We got the brisket sandwich and then the half chicken that we all kind of shared with the mac and cheese and watermelon. Super good, really liked it. I felt like it was a pretty good value for what it was, like very good food for like $36, which is not bad for a counter service meal. All right, well, we're gonna head in. I'll catch up with you guys later. I'll give you kind of a more lowdown on kind of last night and this morning later, but I'm gonna head in to the show. I'm gonna finish my latte because I don't think they're gonna let me bring it in from Joffrey's necessity because we didn't get much sleep last night. And I'll touch base with you after. We just got out of the American Adventure and only my child would stay awake for the entire like 35-minute show. That was so ridiculous. The theater was so cool, it was so dark, and we were sure he was gonna take a really good nap, and he was awake the whole time. But I'm like, also my kid like has great taste because that show is amazing. I know, that show is amazing. And if you guys aren't stopping to do the shows, especially in World Showcase, you're missing out. I know, baby. We're doing bathroom break and then we're gonna figure out what we're doing next. He's getting sleepy, but that show's so good. I was like,
first week in Disney World.
Stop. You're gonna break my camera. But per usual, I'm always like at the end when they sing the like America on like Golden Wings We Fly, I'm like bawling. It's so good. All right, I need to hit the bathroom before we leave.
Good.
Okay.
I'll wait out there, shade.
Sounds good. I think we're gonna stop and get a snack in Canada. We're looking at the scallops and then the beef tenderloin tips. They're both $7.25. Really good. Just like the pot roast I make at home though.
Yeah.
But like better. Oh friends, where to begin? Where to begin? We are back in the room. So we actually got back at like, I'm looking, it's 9 o'clock now. We got back at like 6:45. So let me catch you up on last night and today. I always like to be very transparent in my vlogs because social media, you know, when you watch it, you have this way in your head of like watching it and then being like, oh, their day went so perfectly, so smoothly. This was so much fun. And of course there are parts that are super fun, but I'm not showing you the meltdowns and the bumps in the road. And I just wanted to quickly talk about it because I think it's so important as parents, especially on social media, to be honest and just transparent, because when you're in those moments where you're feeling low, a lot of times I feel like social media can make you basically feel worse about the situation. I'm gonna prop you guys on our nightstand so I can give my arms a break. Although I didn't really do that much vlogging today. And I think the next couple days will be better. But if I'm being honest, today we were truly just kind of trying to survive because last night was so rocky. I think basically, I mean, when you have a kid, especially like a baby slash toddler, whenever they're in a new environment and you're in a different routine, I just think it throws everything off. So we did dinner late last night, so that was an issue. And then it pretty much we gave Isaac a bath and then it was time to go to bed. And I think what we did wrong was not let him like play for a while, because at home after bath time we normally like play, maybe watch like a show or something. And so he didn't want to sleep in his pack and play because we were trying to have him sleep in a separate room so we could have our own space. So we brought him in here. He laid down with Derek. He went to sleep. We transferred him. And then he woke up and like freaked out. And then we brought him back in here. And for a while he was in our bed. I was like, Derek, I really do not want him to sleep in the bed because my fear is he would like crawl off the bed and fall. You know what I mean? So then we brought the pack and play in here and he slept in here. So we didn't end up getting to bed until like 1 in the morning. And we traveled all day, so we're exhausted. So then this morning I woke up on my own at 7:30. So I was like, let me go ahead, start getting ready. And I hear Isaac wake up and start crying, and Derek got him, but he just wasn't calming down. And I guess it took Derek a minute to realize that his diaper was like very poopy. And, you know, at the time he like took the sleep sack off and he threw it in the bed and he's like getting him changed. And I'm like, oh shoot, like the pack and play, like his onesie was poopy, so I checked the pack and play, and the sheets were poopy. Luckily, I brought our like waterproof like mattress protector to put in the pack and play, and I'm so thankful I did that because we had that on the bottom and then the sheet they give you on top. So like tip, if you're traveling here, they do provide sheets, but stuff happens. I can tell you from experience at home, like our pack and play got puked on when Isaac had the stomach bug a couple months ago. So Lord knows what's on these Disney pack and plays. So we brought extra bedding in case this happened, and it did. And luckily, like the actual mattress was totally fine. And we have a washer and dryer because we're in our one bedroom. So that was fine. So like we cleaned everything up. We got everything in the washer. Like we had detergent. They provide detergent. Well, so then like we're starting to get ready for the day or whatever. And I was like, Derek, where's the sleep sack? Because I was putting stuff in the dryer and the sleep sack wasn't there. And then I discovered it was in the bed. And I guess before he realized that he was a poopy mess, he just put the sleep sack in our bed. And guys, this is like day one. Like we've only slept in this bed one night. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, like there wasn't poop like in the bed, but of course we don't want to sleep in the bedding with a poopy sleep sack's bed. So then I get the sleep sack in the wash. I called housekeeping and explained the situation, and they were like, it's not a problem, like we'll come up, we'll change your sheet. So I stripped down our bed and put it by like the foyer door, just because I wanted to make sure that like the message, like in case they just came and like made our bed or something weird, you know what I mean? I wanted to make sure we were getting new bedding. Okay, so we did that. And so basically also Derek put his Celsius drink on the coffee table, and Isaac like spilled it everywhere. And that was literally how our morning went. So I just wanted to like say that because I'm obviously not showing you that. And I like to be authentic and like real on here because this is like real life as a parent, and social media, we don't show that, okay? But like we try to not let it ruin our day. But if I'm being honest, we entered that park like not in a good mood. Like, and it's sad because obviously like we love coming to Disney, and we love the first day where you go to the parks and you're like, yay, we made it. Like this is so exciting. But we were just all so exhausted. And it really wasn't until we got to like lunch and we sat down and I was drinking my coffee that I finally kind of like reset. So, basically like the rest of the day was fine until dinner. And it's just so interesting. Like we've traveled with Isaac 4 times in the last year, and every trip is just like a little bit different because he's a different age, things are changing. So we actually got him to take a really long stroller nap in like the citrus area, the World Showcase for the Flower and Garden. It's over kind of like by baby care in those bathrooms. And we're like, this is great. Like he's napping for like an hour and 15 right before dinner. And we even did dinner earlier because we knew there was a chance he was going to be tired and be done. Our dinner was at the Space 220 restaurant at 4:55. And I purposely did not book a ton of like sit down dinners this trip because I just had this gut feeling. I'm like, I just don't know how he's gonna do. You know, we're at that age where he wants to like move around a lot, and I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. But we were optimistic because he napped. We're like, this is good, we'll change his diaper. You know, we went to baby care, we took a break. He napped for an hour and 15 minutes. We went to the restaurant. Disaster. Meltdown City. Like, and that restaurant, so I would say like if we didn't have Isaac with us and it was just me and Derek, it would have been super cool. It would have been really nice because it's kind of it's like a 3-course dinner, so it's like longer, you know, like they're very like meticulous about like the timing of like bringing out the appetizers and the entree. That was not the restaurant for someone with a 15-month-old, let me just tell you. And there were plenty of kids there. It wasn't like it was like like what's a good comparison? It wasn't like the Flying Fish or like Victoria's and Albert's. It wasn't like that. Like the food was more upscale, but the environment, there were tons of kids and babies. So It was rough, guys. Like, we basically were just taking turns, like, walking him around the restaurant, you know, eating, and we ended up bringing a bunch of food home, and the last course was dessert, and we are like, our waitress was so nice. She's like, I have 3 kids at home, I have 2 twins, and she's like, I get it. And I was like, can you please just pack up the dessert? We'll get the check and we'll go, because he's done. So that was dinner. My overall opinion on the Space Restaurant was the experience itself is cool. The food, if I was being honest, I would give it like a 5 out of 10. And it wasn't bad. It was just like average. I got the braised short rib and it was good. Like, don't get me wrong, but I've had much better food on Disney property. I think it's very overpriced for what it is. It was $76 a person, and the kids' meals, guys, were $35. And sometimes we do order Isaac a kids' meal because the kid can eat, but I'm like, absolutely not. So we ordered him a side of the little roasted potatoes to come out with our appetizers because he was really hungry. And then he ate off of my plate because I got, like, the beef was pretty tender, you know, he could eat it. So that was that. I did do like a little, I'm going to do like a TikTok and a reel for Instagram. So if you want to see that, because I did not vlog it, because I was more focused on getting that content, and I couldn't do both because the dinner was just so crazy. But just, I feel that it's important to share this because it can be very discouraging, I think, sometimes, especially me. Like, I mean, I watch Disney YouTubers on here, and like, you kind of have this picture in your mind of how your day's gonna go and how it's gonna look. And then when it doesn't look like that, you're like, was this a mistake? What did we do wrong? But this is just life as a parent. Like, these are long days for children. And again, this is our first time like doing this with Isaac at this age. So tomorrow we're definitely gonna be like more low key. So tomorrow the game plan is Animal Kingdom, and again, like, I don't know if we're gonna get there at rope drop. The only thing that I think we would need to like rope drop would be the Avatar boat ride, but we're not huge Avatar people. We've done it before. It wouldn't be the end of the world if we can't do it. So we're just gonna see how tonight goes. We're gonna see how tomorrow morning goes, and we do have friends who are gonna be there tomorrow, so we definitely would like to make it to Animal Kingdom to meet up with them. And then I told Derek, I was like, honestly, I want to see the Lion King show, I want to do the safari, and I don't care about anything else. I would like to ride Dinosaur because that's not going to exist like the next time we come, because they're going to revamp that whole area. But we would have to like swap on and off for that, you know what I mean? Because Isaac can't go on that. But other than that, I'm like, we can just come back to the resort after that. We can do like a pool afternoon. We could go to Disney Springs. Like, we went into this knowing we were probably going to have to take a midday break. And what happened today was we got to the park later and we opted to stay because we didn't feel like packing up all the stroller stuff, coming back, and then having to do that 4:55 dinner. If we didn't have that dinner, we honestly probably would have just called it a day and came home, because I even was kind of like getting really sleepy when we were sitting in the like little Florida citrus area with Isaac while I was napping. So anyways, that is the catch up. The crowds were not terrible, but it's May 5th when I'm filming this. It's a Sunday. I definitely felt like there were a lot of locals, Cinco de Mayo's today. Like, the whole Mexico area was pretty busy. The rides we did, like, we did Nemo, we did Spaceship Earth, and we did, oh my gosh, the Mexico boat ride. That's all we rode today. The average wait time was like 15 minutes for all of those, which isn't terrible. The Mexico boat was like a little longer than we normally do, but again, that whole area was just really busy. Ratatouille was down a lot today, and that always messes up the wait times for the other rides in the World Showcase, but it wasn't horrible. I mean, we've had far worse crowds. And again, like, we're kind of at that phase right now where, would it be nice to rope drop? Yeah, but is it a necessity? No. Like, we're not going to be getting on Guardians unless we're going to do like single rider switch. We're not going to be getting on Soarin' or Test Track, and we don't really feel the pressure to do that. You know what I mean? Like, we come to Disney a lot, and sometimes we come with family, so like we ride that stuff other times. So today was definitely like a learning experience. Like, it was a struggle, but I mean, I'm feeling optimistic that the next couple days will be a lot better, and hopefully Isaac will get a good night's sleep. Hopefully we'll get a good night's sleep. So with that, I'm going to end this vlog. So stay tuned for tomorrow. That will be a separate vlog, our Animal Kingdom and whatever else we get up to tomorrow. I cannot wait to get in the shower. And I have a Mickey ice cream sandwich bar from yesterday I didn't eat in the freezer. So I'm going to take a shower, and then I'm going to call it a night. And then I'll let you guys know how tomorrow goes. So stay tuned. If you made it to the end of this video, you guys are my people, because you made it this far and I just rambled for probably 10 minutes. So do me a favor and drop like a star and a moon below, so I know that you made it all the way to the end in honor of our space dinner fiasco. That's what I'm calling it. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in our next video. Bye.